I'm so excited today to be here. Hello, welcome back again to our YouTube channel. This is the next video. I told you guys on our previous video that I'm supposed to go somewhere. And guys, finally I'm going back to school. I've made up my mind. I want to go back to school because I cannot survive in this small village without going back to school. So, to take you back to my story a little bit so that you can understand my point, to understand where I am, and to understand the reason why I have to go back to school. When I came here in France, after 3 months, I validated my visa. Then a week after that, I received an email from the immigration office that I needed to go for the medical checkup. And then after that, I needed to join French classes. So I went there, I did my A1, I did my A2, but I cannot speak French. Reason being, I live in a very small village. I don't see a lot of people, or I don't interact with a lot of people. And most of the time, even right now I'm talking to you, Louis Paul is at work. So when he comes back home, we don't even have that time to practice my French because mostly he's so tired after a long day at work. He just want to have meal, then we have maybe a little conversation here and there. I don't have people to practice my French with. For me, to survive in this small village, I must speak French because first, I need to work. Second, I need to interact with people. 99% of people in our village, they speak French. So I finished my A1, that was 6 months. Then A2 was 3 months. Then I was done. Mind you, when I was doing my A1, the teacher who was teaching us, she doesn't speak in English. My A1, I would say that it took me time to learn because how can you teach me something in French if I don't even understand? At least if you can explain to me in English, at least I will understand maybe the verbs, and also I can understand how you form the sentence. But here in France, when you join French class, they don't speak English. Other students also, they don't speak English. So for the teacher to be neutral, she has to speak in French. When I started attending my A1 classes, they don't start with you as a beginner. When I joined my A1 classes, I found that the class had already been going on. So I continued like that. I would say that my 3 months went like that. I couldn't even understand what she was teaching because she's explaining everything in French. And by that time, I didn't even know how to say hello in French. After my classes, I would come back home, use Duolingo, the apps on the phone to learn my French. So after 3 months using the apps and listening to people on YouTube, that's how I started at least understanding how to form a sentence, verbs, and all those things. After 6 months, I did my exams, I passed. Then again, I had to attend A2. Then with A2, at least now, I can speak basic French. I can say, hello, bonjour, ça va? Oui, ça va bien. Et toi, et vous? Something like that. I would go to the shop and I can say that, je voudrais acheter du pain. Je voudrais acheter cet vêtement. Je voudrais parler avec vous. You see, at least my French was improving a little bit because I did A1, and also I continued to learn on YouTube and also using the app. When I was in school, I can speak because there you meet people from different countries, and the only language that you can interact with them is through French because some totally don't even speak English. So at least there I would try every day to learn, and my French started improving a little bit. I could talk because, your girl is not a shy person. Me, I would say it the way it is. Like, for example, I don't know how to pronounce the hair in French because I do have pronunciation problems. So what I did, I would talk there. And the more I was doing that during that A2, my French really, really improved. I was able to say something in past tense. So, for example, I went to the supermarket yesterday. I could say it right. Je suis allée au supermarché hier. You see? So my French was improving. But I realized that, guys, a year later, after I was done with my A2, my French went like this. It went down. There are words that I can't even remember. but when I was in school, I had a lot of vocabularies. My grammar was bad, but pointing things in French, I would do that. I would say, this is a window, this is a stone. So I lost a lot of words because I do not practice my French. So I've been thinking about this. Instead of focusing on creating content every day for you guys, maybe I can go back to publishing 3 videos in a week. But the rest of the days that I don't do YouTube content, I can go back to school and learn French. So I wrote to one of our teachers that was taking us through A2. I told her that I would really love to go back to do A2. And she told me that, yeah, I can confirm for you. Then I will let you know when you can join or what is going on. Because the teacher who used to teach us there, she left. She is no longer working there. She wrote a message and she told me that I will confirm for you, but I'm not sure whether the program is still there. I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna try to find out from my colleagues and I will let you know, because immediately we graduated from our A2, she decided to retire from teaching, so she is no longer working there. So I'm waiting for her to let me know what's going on. Then later on, guys, I will tell you, but I'm hoping that it's gonna be a positive response. I have to start speaking in French because number one thing, I need to go back to driving school, because here in France, driving schools, they train in French. They don't speak English. We've tried to look for schools whereby they offer classes in different languages. But because we live in a very small village, they don't have that. So what I need to do, I need to improve my French, because when I decide to go to driving school here, they will take me. But when it comes to exams, how will I do my exams? Because they give you exams in French and it's not like basic French. They speak proper French there. For me to pass my exams, I need to have at least proper A2 French. Yes, because another thing, here driving schools, they are not cheap. They are very expensive. And imagine you joining a school to learn, knowing that when you do your exams, you're gonna fail. Because there is a school we went with my friend from Gabon. She took me to one of the driving schools here in the city. And the lady was so nice. She was speaking English. And this is what she told me. The exams here, they're not that easy. And if you don't speak French, it's gonna be so difficult for you. Maybe you should try to improve your French. Then after that, you can join the school. Theory is not easy if you can't speak French. So the best thing you can do, join a driving school. Then when you come here, you can convert your Kenyan driving license into French driving license. So with that driving license, you need to convert it within a year of your relocation. But it's not like 1+1. There are papers that you need to provide for them, attestations, a letter showing that this driving license that you have was given to you by the government of Kenya. So it's a lot. And this paper that you need to provide, it has to be within 3 months. So it took us a while to get that attestation letter from Kenyan embassy in Paris. With no time, we were out of that 1 year. It was just a lot. Not only the attestation letter, there is also things that you need to prove here in France. So we couldn't make it within 1 year. And we went to other offices. Then they will tell us that you need to do this, you need to do this. You can't convert your driving license without this. And some were not even true. So after that, I wasn't able to convert my Kenyan driving license to French driving license. And now I have to start as a beginner. And as a beginner, now the French language is kicking in. Yes. And another thing, guys, the reason why I must go back to this school is because here in our village, I told you about the public transport. We live in a very small village. We don't have a lot of public buses here. They come at a specific time. And also there are days that you need to book the bus before traveling to the big city. So it's a lot. So even me working here, I need to drive. Guys, because if I decide even to do the caregiving jobs here in our small village, I still need to drive to go to their houses. So it's a difficult situation. That's the reason why I decided that I have to go back to school to improve my French. At least it will be so easy for me. And also in the future, if I have a kid, how will I survive with the kid without driving? Because if I can't drive, I can't even take my kid to school. A lot of things, guys. Even shopping, you know, I depend on Louis Paul 24/7 when it comes to transportation. So it's a little bit tricky, and it can also make your life here so lonely. So going back to school is something that I'm considering doing, just to integrate here, guys, because life can be so lonely here. And also sometimes I want to go and meet my friends, and for me to catch the train, because we don't have a train station here, Louis Paul has to be involved, because he needs to take me to the train station, because from here to the nearest train station is like 25 minutes driving. So he has to be there. So if I can drive myself to the train station, I park my car there, then I go wherever I want to go, then I come back, take my car back home. So that can be so easy. So that's the main reason why I think that I need to go back and practice my French. But it's only in the small villages. Life can be so difficult for non-French speakers. In Paris, it's not a problem, because in the big cities, you can even work without French language, because you have the intercity buses. Within 1 second, even if you want to go to a place where it will take you 2 minutes, you can just jump inside the bus. There are a lot of buses in the big cities, but in the village, it's not. So let me know what you think about this, but I'm super excited. I'm just waiting for this. I'm just waiting for the message from my teacher to let me know whether it will be possible for me to start again A2, or I can start B1. Yes. For me, I need people to practice my French. And I know you're going to say that Louis Paul should be practicing with you French. We do try, but like right now, what's the time? It's 11:43. You need to eat and relax a little bit, because he's dealing with people, you know, every day. And when he comes back home, I think he just need to relax, not be like my French teacher or practicing with me French every day. Also, we want to enjoy the conversation. So that's why we speak English at home. And you know, guys, Louis Paul also is not that patient with me like that. Sometimes I want to tell him that I would love to get the food from the fridge. And you know, I can repeat that 10 times in French. I would start like this. Je voudrais apporter la repas dans la frigo. Then I'm not sure about the sentence. Then I start repeating it again and again. And he will be like, please just speak English. I'm so tired today. Just speak English. Because, you know, dealing with patients is not easy thing. He has to use his brain 24/7. So the only thing he needs when he come back home, he just needs to relax, enjoy his lunch. What I've realized also with this language, you have to use it, and you have to be with the locals. I realized that when we were in class, things that we were being taught in class are totally different from the way they speak their French in this small village. So I would say something and they would be like, what's that? Like, for example, we say, I want to go. Them also, they have their short forms of how they say that in French. Because in class, they don't teach you the short forms. They teach you how it's written in the books. Like, I want to go to the supermarket, not I want to go to the supermarket. You see those accents and the way they speak their language. So it's totally different. So when I come out from the school trying to speak in my French that I learned from the class, they were like, what's that? No, it shouldn't be like that. So you need to practice every day. And the best way to do that is through interacting with them. And how can I interact with them if I don't speak it? So I need to continue going to school, learning it every day, interact with other people from other countries. So I'm super excited. Guys, pray for me. I want to go back because I realized that language is very important in this small village, unless we decide to move to a bigger city, which is not possible because right now we just came here. We have apartment there. We need to renovate this house. So moving to another city, I don't think it can make sense. Another thing why going back to school is very important for me, I was thinking of doing online courses in French. So after high school, I never went to college or university. So I was also thinking that I can do online classes. There is a course that I want to take, but I realized that the course that I want to do, I need to learn French because my clients will be from my village. So how can I learn the course in English? Then how will it work? So I need to learn French so that I can take this course, because I still believe that I need to have maybe a certificate, or I need to have something showing that at least I did something after my high school. Yes, so that's the reason why getting better in my French is very important. On my previous video, I told you guys that I'm against poverty. Yes, I don't like poverty because that shit is really bad, and it's something that I'm trying to run away from. And how can I run away from it? I need to have some certificates. I need to have some diplomas. I need to have like education, not only depending on YouTube as my source of income. I need to have something that's solid, because you never know. Today people are watching your videos, tomorrow they stop watching your videos. How will you survive? And not only surviving, I think the more you learn, the more you educate yourself every day, you become a better person every day. Apart from learning something just for work, I need to learn something to be a better person. Yes. So let me know what you think about that. But I'm so patient. I can't wait. Ooh, the bus. You know, I'm going to the city, guys. I need to go to the city. Yes. I need to go to the city. I need to buy my hair products. I need to do a lot of things. So the video started when I was doing my skincare with you guys. And now I'm not even going to do anything. I'm just going to go with my hair like that. I'm not doing anything. I'm going to go like that. I don't want to stress myself. You see, I came with my foundation. I'm not doing anything. I'm going like that, guys. So let me know in the comment section what you think about what I think about this French language, and advise me. We are here to learn. Advise me, guys. If you have any idea that can make me a better person, leave it in the comment section, because you know that I read all your comments, even the negative ones. And maybe if you have the same experience like me, you can share how you went through it. I need to learn, guys. I need to know how I can make it in this country, because I have a lot of responsibilities. I need to be successful in this world for my kids, for my family, for my siblings. I want to be a role model to my kids. I want to tell them that education is very important. I want to be somebody in the future. I want to grow mentally. I want to grow physically. I just want to be a better person in the society. Okay? So leave a sweet comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about all these ideas. But for now, I'm waiting for my teacher, ex-teacher, to tell me whether the classes are still going on, whether I can still join as a A2 student or B1 student, wherever, because it is what it is. I will update you guys, okay? It's very important, guys. Very, very important. And also in a small village like this, you have to keep yourself busy, because depression is real. Yes, nothing is really going on here. Nothing much. It's you and you every day, because Paul goes to work, he come back, and we prepare dinner, we eat, we talk a little bit, we watch movie. Yes, and that's it. We go to bed. The next day he has to go back to work. So it's working, working, working. Even me, I want to be in that line whereby I have something that is there for me. Not only YouTube, but I have like part-time job. I can do something. Because to be honest, if I was able to speak French, I would be working right now. Because me, I want to work. I want to have my own money. I don't want to depend on my partner 100% financially. There are projects that I have or I started and I want to complete them. And I don't want Paul to be part of them. You know? He's already doing a lot, guys. Because the bills here, they are a lot. They are a lot, guys. Imagine if I depend on Louis Paul for food, for clothes, for everything. Then again, I introduce my family back in Kenya into the situation. That is so bad for our relationship. So the best thing I can do, I have my 2 aunts, I have my brain, everything that it takes to become financially independent. So that's my goal, but it has to start from the language. Very important. And talking about that, I'm gonna let you go, guys. I need to go and study my French on the app. So bye, take good care of yourself. We love you, and we are dream chasers. One day we're gonna make it in life. It might not be today, tomorrow, but what I know that we're gonna make it. Be positive, guys. Positivity, kindness, humanity is everything here. So bye, guys.